I'm glad to have this opportunity to present you I would say, a rather unusual blockchain project, because it's 100% institutionally founded by EEA, or Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein grants. It's called Active Youth Entrepreneurship Network, and I'll try to make it really short. This is as any institutional EU project, it's written on hundreds of pages, but we will just put the basic stuff you would be interested just very shortly. So, what is it about? It's a need focus project. I don't know if you I don't know if you are aware what is the term NEET. It's non-employed, non-education, non-training young people. So this is a classification of people who are finished with education and didn't start to work. So the project brings them a kind of entrepreneurship education program, and with kind of gamified, strong gamified mechanisms. It's about agile startup development, based on very, let's say, very good and very wide Startup Commons license of educational materials. Functioning as I suppose you know about MOOC, massive online open courses like Coursera. We have our own solution brought on Toshiba Common platform. It's one of the most famous learning management systems. And this system has really advanced gamification mechanisms, so meaning different kind of rules that define how users get the points during the educational programs. So it's upgraded by these strong gamification mechanisms, and it has some kind of centralized wallet out of the box in which those points come, and those points can be spent on internal marketplace, also out of the box. So this is a kind of centralized story. And then the crypto story comes when we are planning to give them opportunity to export those points and store them safely into form of crypto token. I'm deliberately talking safely stored, because this is the story where our project area ends. We will talk about what happens later, but just want to say points are rewarded for this kind of good behavior of user while learning, while instructing. So we have I won't go into details. We have tons of triggers which can we play with and experiment which is the best way to incentivize learners to do their program the right way, let's say, whatever the right way means. So we have some criteria like punctuality, like commitment, helping others. So good. That's generally what I mean by good behavior. So maybe you ask why are we here? We just export some points into crypto tokens, and what's the catch? We call it in the project local economy system, and our organization work package is access to finance, where we, as the project is written, should implement some kind of innovation. And this innovation is actually blockchain. So when the user converts those points into tokens, probably we are at the beginning of the project, so we didn't have made a total decision what will it be, but probably will be ERC20 token. So they have it in their crypto wallet, and they can do with it whatever they want, which offers kind of extra opportunity for founding. And you may ask how? So let's say that external demand could happen. So those tokens could be exchanged on external market for some other tokens that are actually liquid and mean, for the startups, mean money. So they could actually earn points, and then when they have those tokens, they could sell it on some decentralized market, or maybe some centralized market could accept it if there would be a demand. But how to create demand? That's the main issue. So let me tell the story just following the picture. Do I have this pointer maybe? Yeah. Okay. So a user gets on the learning platform, passes the exams, passes the lessons, have some kind of activities, and earn some credits that goes into this centralized wallet. They are issued from some kind of our centralized iron bank. Here they can spend it on the marketplace. Those who are sellers, we also incentivize them. If they are sellers and they receive by selling in this internal market, we have some kind of special internal crowdfunding campaigns that are a kind of special campaigns which we create dynamics inside of our system. Everything what's sold here, or all campaigns that are done here, are giving back some parts, some fee into the bank. So we want just that our money, that our points circulate, and that we don't dilute them the same way as it's done in the centralized coin story. So when they put it into the crypto wallet with API and our own app developed, they have a kind of opportunity to exit to the crypto market, and then if some demand actors appear, let's say they might be angel investors, or let's say first angel investors, and if we in the system could offer a kind of extra feature, and that's what we're calling X-ray view. So we supposed if go. If we suppose that angel investor would be interested to see what's going on inside of this ecosystem, and they would be willing to pay for it. So we will put the price for this kind of feature. We have this feature, it's a really robust reporting system, and we say, okay, then what does it mean actually? Actually, it means that angel investor can come into the system, earn, help others, also mentor them, earn points, and get this extra X-ray view, or it is possible that they get it from somebody else who earned it. It actually means that the startups who learn well, who pass their exams, who help others, who are active in our society, in our community, they actually earn a lot of points, and then if this demand exists, then they actually get early stage funding, no strings attached, easy way. They're learning, they're doing their job, growing their knowledge, and earning some small money to keep them functioning. So this is a kind of our exploratory project. It's we are not earning anything. There is a possibility to earn some kind of fee if we want, and if we decide as a project to keep the sustainability, or we just make this kind of experiment and see does it work, and how legislative or countries where this will be implemented, how the regulation bodies will respond to this kind of mechanism, because we are here in the tricky area. We said, okay, if you earn a lot of coins, we give them to you, and we give them opportunity to store them safely. If you have them a lot, maybe you don't believe to centralized environment. Put it in a decentralized environment, keep them safe, and import them back when you want. But this, when you have it in this kind of standard, it opens opportunity that something happens with those tokens that we didn't organize, but it happened. So if we create the right kind of features that would make angel investors, and this is another idea that grew in the business development, business modeling workshop yesterday, another startups maybe could be those investors. This idea is shown on this our storyboard. So you can see it, how we build it. It's a good idea that gone yesterday. So if this demand comes, these features that we made available actually could create a kind of funding for young startups, and we know that's a big problem. You can get angel funding that's a rather bit bigger, but this early seed funding with no strings attached, just to get you running, it's really hard to get. So we are exploring how to solve this problem, and this is the issue, the main issue of our project. So this is it. Thank you. We are Cedra. Here our Facebook page, and you can join us. You can like us. You can, if you see it maybe interesting, we have online possibility of mentorship. If you are in a mentor position, please join. You will earn the coins also. If you have a startup to join and you are in area of Split and you can come, you're welcome. We are still open for applications. And here are my credentials and contacts. So if you want to contact me, that's it. Thank you very much. Any questions you had?
Yeah. So when you said small investments, what does it mean, small investments? And which you mentioned that you will expand to other countries. Which countries?
So Poland, Greece, Italy, Croatia, Bulgaria, Romania. This.
How did you pick those countries?
No, this is not picked. It's an application that went to the EEA Grant Fund Administration, and we just passed as a. So we are 3 million euros weight of like any EU project. You can look at it as Interreg. It's rather similar. So we are just exploring. And this is how it was written, and this is why it was passed. And I have information, maybe this is important for you, to see one project alive that had a blockchain edge written in the application, and that's why it passed. And people who are we working with, especially with those Norwegian crew, they are really well informed how are things going on and how will we'll go further inside this institutional grant and granting environment, and blockchain is preferred, is becoming preferred. So be aware that you can build a model and count to maybe create a consortium and just develop and finance some part of your knowledge and project as we are. We have this kind of mirror platform building for ourselves. So after this thing ends, probably it will just go into some sleeping mode as every project of this kind. But the know-how, everything we build, we have it. We will develop it on our own, and this model will be grown as our company in-house startup. So, and further probably be part of this kind of projects and further founded this way. So this is a kind of a new insight how you can found your blockchain project inside institutional environment like EU.
And how much money for the, because you said small grant?
No, we didn't as much as you earn and as much as there is a demand. So
sorry, we have to stop now because
okay.
there's other talks and
okay.
we don't have enough time. You can ask